Scrolling through Denzel Washington's filmography, there are numerous iconic movies to pick out and choose from. His most underrated film, though, has to be 2004's Man on Fire. Based on the 1980 novel written by A.J. Quinnell, the action extravaganza is directed by Tony Scott from a script written by Brian Helgeland and features him alongside the then up-and-coming superstar Dakota Fanning. While it didn't light up the world like Shrek 2, The Incredibles, and Spider-Man 2 did that year, the film has aged like a fine wine, coming to be appreciated as time passes. However, the story of Man on Fire isn't as straightforward as most people might imagine. Scott's history with the project dates back all the way to the 80s, as he viewed it as the ultimate passion project that he struggled to get the green light for. Additionally, there were several other high-profile contenders for the role of John Creasy apart from Washington at the time. Fortunately, the stars aligned to bring everything together in the way the audience is familiar with it now. At first, John Creasy doesn't care about kidnapping statistics south of the border. The burnt-out, alcoholic, quasi-suicidal, ex-military man is down in Mexico just to visit his old friend Rayburn and drink away what remains of his life. Recognizing the dangerous precipice on which his chum teeters, Rayburn decides that a job might take Creasy's mind off his past and pitches the idea of becoming a bodyguard for a wealthy Mexican family. Before he knows it, Creasy finds himself playing babysitter to Pita Ramos, the bright young daughter of Samuel Ramos played by Mark Antony, a financially troubled industrialist. Creasy isn't exactly crazy about kids, or anyone else for that matter. But somewhere between the swim meets, school runs, study sessions and meals with his charge, something begins to change in Creasy. He starts rediscovering things he'd forgotten, like joy, laughter, and purpose. Then, one day, as Creasy comes to pick Pita from a piano lesson, he sees strangers rushing the girl as she steps toward his car. His gun clears its holster, and the next thing he knows, he's lying on the ground with bullets in his chest and 4 dead bodies around him. In the hospital, he learns that Pita had been kidnapped and the ransom had gone sour. Pita's gone, she's dead. The news kindles a vengeful fire in the wounded, broken-hearted Creasy who vows to destroy everyone who had a hand in her demise. Negotiations begin with the kidnappers, getting advice from the family's lawyer played by Mickey Rourke, and consulting with the head of the anti-kidnapping squad, who is a busy man if the movie is true to its claim that someone is kidnapped in Mexico every 90 minutes. Meanwhile, Creasy relies on an intrepid journalist named Mariana played by Rachel Ticotin, and she relies on a former Interpol expert named Monzono played by Giancarlo Giannini. As the network and the cast develop, we begin to wonder if there are people in Mexico City who are not involved in the kidnapping or are related to someone who is. It's hard to imagine anyone else but Denzel Washington as John Creasy in Man on Fire. Truth be told, Washington has that effect on any film he's cast in, as he makes each part his own, and the viewers grow attached to his vivid and stellar interpretation of the characters. Washington succeeds in turning someone like Creasy into a morally ambiguous and compelling individual who holds both light and darkness within himself. Before the film kicked off production, however, a few other actors were looked at for the part of Creasy. Gene Hackman and Robert De Niro were mooted as possible contenders at one point. In the end, Washington was selected, and not one single person with taste was left disappointed by this decision. Denzel Washington has no shortage of roles and offers on the table. In fact, his agents probably need to use smart filters in their inboxes to differentiate between viable scripts and those that are just plain ridiculous. Considering he had worked with director Tony Scott before, one would imagine he would be thrilled to sign on for the part of Creasy in Man on Fire. However, Washington revealed it wasn't as easy a sell as people might have thought. By the time of the release of Man on Fire, Dakota Fanning was 10 years old. Yes, she was certainly more seasoned than other child actors of her age, but performing in an emotionally heavy film like this one could have taken a mental toll on her. For Fanning, though, she revealed that the physical side of the performance was far more intensive than the emotional one. After the natural chemistry displayed between Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning in Man on Fire, it was surprising that the two didn't do more films together afterward. However, that has changed, as the two actors have reunited for The Equalizer 3. Denzel Washington's character is becoming more and more powerful in Man on Fire, even continuing to get into 3 Equalizer films that are quite successful because of the starring of him. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Support In Cinema by clicking subscribe, like this video, and leave your opinion in the comment section. Bye.